Hiya Hinsters, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, welcome too. This is just going to be a very quick video on a couple or just one request that I have on my video request to do list. And this topic request is on Sun conjunct Pluto in the birth chart. By the way, if you'd like a reading with me or to check out anything about my upcoming Hinny High Introduction to Spiritual Astrology course, you can check out the description box below for more deets. So yes, the Sun conjunct Pluto in the birth chart. So this is for natal astrology, and I'm going to go through this very quickly. But the first thing we want to consider is, what is the Sun? So you can check out my video I already did like a year or two ago on the Sun in astrology. I'll put that somewhere in this video for you, but check that out. That really does go a bit more in depth on the Sun itself, because you might be surprised compared to like modern astrology. There's some quite surprising differences, I think, in ancient astrology or Hellenistic astrology. The Sun is things like affirmation. The Sun is things like your vitality. The Sun is things like father figures. And then we also want to look at Pluto. What is this god Pluto? Again, extremely briefly, we've got things like abundance. Yes, abundance, the archetypes or themes or energies of that which is underground. Yes, that which is underground, that which is subterranean, I would say. Yes, and also that which is kind of like an attack submarine kind of archetype, something that can bubble up, come up, and snatch or seize. That's a Plutonian archetype as well. And then what is a conjunction? So in my practice, I only consider conjunctions with Pluto to be the exact same degree. So for example, you have 19 degrees Sun in Taurus, and you have 19 degrees Pluto in Taurus. So it has to be the exact same degree for this to really matter. And I would say that it's going to matter especially if you are a Leo rising. If you're a Leo rising, because the Sun, of course, rules you. It is your life path ruler, or it rules your first house. So if you're Leo rising and you have Pluto exactly conjunct the Sun, then yes, this aspect could be very significant for you. Now, everyone kind of wants every aspect in their chart or every planet in their chart to mean everything to them all the time, but that's not really what it's like in my practice or what it's like in ancient astrology. Really, when it comes to you and like your personality and how you relate and connect to the world, that's just like the first house and the third house. So what's going on in those houses and what are the rulers of those houses, and then everything else is kind of different parts of your life karma, if you like, or your life lot, let's say, and the give and take of the other aspects of your life that are kind of connected to you but not like you in terms of your personality. Now this type of conjunction is also a Kazimi, because we're having the planets on exactly the same degree, but the Sun is involved here. So the Sun is kind of cloaking or enveloping Pluto. So it might even mean that Pluto doesn't, in fact, come through as strongly for you as a Leo rising, for example, or as someone who has this conjunction in the first house or the third house, let's say. It might not be so Plutonian at all, because with the Kazimi, the Sun is basically fully combusting or fully enveloping, fully cloaking, taking over Pluto. That's how it was seen in ancient astrology. And The other thing you want to consider is which house is this conjunction in? Again, if it's in the first house, then this could be much more significant for you. If it's in the third house as well, it could be much more significant in terms of the way that you relate, the way that you communicate to the world and your localities. And also, which house does the sun rule? Because the sun is involved in this conjunction, and it could really be that there's something constantly secret or waiting to be revealed that is Plutonian, that is then tied into the house where you have the sun in your birth chart. So, because this topic of Sun conjunct Pluto on the birth chart is so general and broad, this is all we can really say until we actually look at the chart and actually see where in the chart the sun is. Where is this conjunction, this Kazimi going on? Which house? Which house does the sun itself rule? And of course, even more specifically, what, if any, aspects are being made to the sun from other planets in the birth chart? And also, if there's something going on right now in terms of transiting planets. So there's a lot to consider. We cannot just say that Sun conjunct Pluto means this for everyone who has it, because it's just not that way. Anyway, have a lovely day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.